Not too many people in this industry.
It's okay. Yep. Done? So, could you please tell us more about yourself and what do you do?
Yeah, my name's Mru Patel. I'm a serial entrepreneur. I've been in the tech business for the last 3.5 decades, right at the beginning of mobile phone developments, and then more importantly, in the dot-com era with Sun Microsystems, with Java and Internet in the 90s, well before Google, Facebook, and all these people were created. I was one of the few visionaries out there who was driving the open source movement as well as big implementations in the public sector business. I then left the corporate world and set up my own property investment funds. I've done 2 funds, exited, and last 7 years been focusing on blockchain, done 2 banks, 2 exchanges, etc., etc.
Amazing. So, and CoinSpade organized its first event. How would you like to set this up?
I must be honest, I've just arrived through sheer coincidence. I was going to have a day off from speaking at events, having done like 40 in the last 3 weeks. So it was crazy. And someone said, no, you must come to this one. It's a big event. So that's what I've come to see. So yeah, great venue, great same faces as you see me seeing most of the same faces. So I wanted to break from it, but they said, no, you must come to this one. So here I am. I'm glad I didn't
Pleasure for us.
do the
Thank you so
break,
much.
yeah.
So, how do you think, what global trends or changes will we see in the crypto industry in the coming years?
Okay, I mean, if you say crypto industry or banking, I can tell you my vision because I'm a visionary for many years. So in the crypto industry, the way I see it is, 10,000 coins or so is way too many, okay? So this will consolidate. I think more than 90% of these will consolidate in the next 5 years. Then if you look at the banks and banking and the neobanks and the digital coins types of organizations, dare I say it, some are organizations, some are not. A lot of regulations will, in my view, kill a lot of these people, okay? So where I see the consolidation happening is where a lot of the neobanks, and there are already 1,000 plus that I know, which I call, reasonable size, but the top 100, they are there, okay? So we need banking, we don't need banks, okay? That is now established. So traditional banks will, I've been saying it for the last 10 years and 5 years and last year, that you'll see more than 50% disappear within the next 5 years, and that will happen, it's already happening, okay? So neobanks will flourish, and where I see that market going is consolidation with exchanges. So all the exchanges that you see, digital exchanges, will kind of like become a bank with a banking facility with exchange all integrated into one solution. So that's on that. Then you see all the DeFi space growing. My vision there is the DeFi and the banking will merge together with the new craze of NFTs, okay? So where people will be able to earn money by just keeping their money in the bank or the wallet or whoever is providing that solution. So that's where I see it going forward in the next 5 years.
Thank you so much for the really full answer. So, one more question for you. How do you think, is it important to be aware now of the crypto industry, crypto sphere today for the unique people, who are not in the crypto industry, but they want to know more?
Is it unique, did you say?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's not unique. In my view, now with what's happening, Bitcoin's legally on an ETF platform, so you can trade on an electronic basis, meaning you don't have to actually own a physical Bitcoin. You can actually trade it as an ETF in a legal scenario. So regulations and legalities is helping the crypto industry. So with the Bitcoin license now, you will see a lot of altcoins, especially the top 10, top 20, start getting these licenses, okay? Is it important, is your question? Absolutely so, because 99% or even 99.9% of the world are finding it difficult to get in. Why? Because I guess we are to blame. In the crypto and blockchain space, we make it more difficult in terms of the average person. I would say, like, my father, grandfather of the world, if they can't do a simple buy, sell, open accounts, KYC, AML, if they can't do it in a very simple manner, again, 80% don't know how to use a smartphone. So when you make that very, very simple, that's when adoption will happen at a massive scale. Same thing what happened in the .com space. I remember in the 90s, we were saying, we had Netscape, so you wouldn't remember. It's before you were born, I think, right? Okay? It was before you were born. So Netscape was well before Internet Explorer and Firefox and Chrome and all these things you see now. And our challenge was how to make it so easy for people to go on the website, create a domain, or put an e-commerce site, or just browse and search. And in those days, we had so many different search engines coming on as well. It took a good part of 5 to 10 years for all that to establish. So the first movers died and Google took over. My ex-boss, actually, Eric Schmidt, was my last boss, right? And we helped Google set up Epson Microsystems. So what happened was, Apple then came in to make the music industry like that. We had Napsters and all these complicated ways of downloading music. They got stopped because it wasn't regulated. Apple made it legal. So when it becomes mass, simple ways of adoption, that's where the world will go. Same thing with some of these neobanks, okay? So opening an account should not be more than 5 clicks, okay? Doing a transaction should not be more than 3 clicks. Doing a KYC AML should be as simple as 2 or 3 clicks. No hash, we write this hash, address from hash, copy, paste, so difficult. So in the banking industry, they did this regulation called PSD2. So from one interface, you can have multiple bank accounts, so you can see all your bank accounts in one wallet. So when it becomes simple, that's when you'll get mass adoption.
Your answer is really full of information. Thank you so much. So I work at CoinSpade, and we have a special project like CoinSpade Media, and we have, with our team, decided to create an educational project about cryptocurrency, and we will teach our subscribers and followers what blockchain is, what cryptocurrency. And may I ask you to call our subscribers to follow our social media, just to say it on camera, like subscribe on CoinSpade Media.
I'm not doing unpaid adverts, but one thing I would say is I have a mission in life, and for me now, the mission in my life is to make a difference to 1 billion people. Okay, I want to make a difference to 1 billion people in no matter what. And what's the top thing that comes is edutech. I have an investment fund, a very big wealth tech fund, and in that, edutech is a very big piece of our investment. So we could talk about how to do education using technology through PR and marketing, okay? My next big mission is I give forward and I pay forward 10% of my time educating people. Why do I do that? I want to leave a legacy on the world to say, you know what, because of what Mru Patel said so many years ago, I did X to change my direction or my life or something. So I want to pay forward and help people, because without education, I've done so many charities for orphanages, teaching people, through to many other organizations, various edutech platforms, YouTube platforms, interviews. So what you're doing with CoinSpade is fantastic to do that education piece. My advice would be make it very, very simple. Simple language, don't involve the techies to give you detailed technology types of answers. Make it very inclusive, simple language, simple English, and yeah, good luck, CoinSpade.
Thank you so much. Thank you for the.
Not a problem. Thank you.
So, yeah.
Okay? You want a second cut? I don't do second cuts.